What's up, everybody? Rothstein here, Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show. Today's Wednesday, February 5th, 2020. So you know what it is. It's a Rothstein rant. All right? But I still have to give you the disclaimer that if you feel you have a gambling problem, please do not listen to this show. Please contact your state or your local gambler's help agency, and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need. All right? Because at the end of this rant, I will give you one bit of action from tonight. All right. Now, this is only on YouTube today. No podcast. All right. But, you can find the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, and TuneIn. All right. Super Bowl Sunday was the last day we published it. It was horrible. It was fucking horrible. 0-5, man. That was terrible. Oh, my God. I don't even want to go over it. We were 0-5, guys, and I apologize, okay? I apologize. That's why I did not do a show Monday night. I was just too upset. Like, fuck that. I was mad. I was big mad, all right? Now, but let me get into this rant, because I just saw where the Red Sox, baseball, the Boston Red Sox, traded Mookie Betts and David Price to the Dodgers. Probably I think some other people were involved, but those are the headliners. Mookie Betts and David Price traded to the Dodgers for, I don't know who. Doesn't really matter. I don't think they got no real heat coming back, because I think it was like a contract unload with Price, and Betts is supposed to cash in next year, and they basically didn't want him to walk for free agency and get nothing. Walk in free agency and get nothing. So, and that brings me to the rant. I have never in baseball, not in my lifetime, I'll be, God willing, I'll make 44 in July. Been a baseball fan since I was a little boy, because like the year I was born was the second of back-to-back World Series wins for the Reds. So, Cincinnati's a baseball town. And I cannot remember the last time I've seen two black baseball players, superstars, traded from the same team in the same trade. You get it all the time with Latino players. Latinos kind of dominating the game now. And you get it all the time. I've never seen two black American baseball players traded from the same team in the same trade. And it concerns me, because it makes me wonder, are the Red Sox trying to be what looks to be the Dallas Mavericks of the NBA? If you ever notice, Cuban and the Mavericks, they don't pay black players. They don't have any black superstars. Never have. Michael Finley, he was like the last good black player they had that I can remember. Jason Terry was all right, but he was kind of on the end of his, he was never a superstar. Probably was barely an all-star one year. And so with these Red Sox, you unloaded David Price and Mookie Betts, who is among the best outfielders in the game, right fielder. He's going to get paid next year. His free agent contract comes up. He's going to get paid, $300 million, like Bryce Harper and what's his name? My man, Trout with $400 million. Whew. But I know David Price has a hefty contract, and that's the thing when you sign those pitchers to those big contracts. They're all, a lot of guys were getting these 10-year, 200 or more $1 million contracts. I'm sitting here watching the Reds get one with Joey Votto. Now, all the stats say and analytics say he's been the best first baseman in baseball his whole time. But do they watch the Reds games? I've never seen Joey Votto get a big hit. Never. I've never seen him hit when it matters. I don't care. I don't care how much he is loved around here. I don't fuck with dude like that. All right? But with Price and Betts, like, first of all, Boston, you traded Babe Ruth over 100 years ago. Babe Ruth Don't let nobody tell you different. I tend to think it was because there were rumors that he was black. You know, Boston ain't exactly the beacon of racial harmony. Boston, Massachusetts, it's not. You know, if you know, they tell you in history, you know, they tell you about Sacco and Vanzetti, those two Italian cats who were racially profiled. That's like one of the, I guess, first public instances of racial profiling. You know, that Irish city profiling those two Italian gentlemen. But I mean, let's keep it a buck. I mean, Boston ain't never been a city that, you know, Bill Russell with the Celtics, he had trouble. You know, you see their teams. Boston goes out of its way to get white superstars on every team. You know, that's part of the lure with Tom Brady, who's a good guy. Don't get it twisted. I'm not, you know, casting any aspersions on Tom Brady. He's a hell of a dude. And a baller, too. But, yeah, I'm with, that's where I'm leaning. I'm sorry. I think this was a racial trade, and I think it's being overlooked in baseball. And I think baseball should launch an investigation. Like, what, you know, two of them? I can see one, but both of them? Oh, I ain't feeling that. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Like or comment. You know, sign up for notifications and subscribe. You know, to this show on this network. But yeah, I'm on YouTube here. But yeah, I'm kind of I don't know. I just don't like that trade. It's not from a baseball standpoint, but from a social standpoint. Like, really? Boston? That's what you do? Like I said, you know, the Celtics, you remember the Celtics from the 80s, Bird and McHale, Ainge, Seasting. You know, they had Chief in there because they needed him. You know, he was black, but other than that, they never really had any black players. Cornbread Maxwell. They never really had any black players who were like stars. You know, they went Bill Russell in the 60s. Then they got the Chief in the 80s. Robert Parrish. And then, you know, let's see, the Patriots never really had black stars. They get rid of them, you know, but they'll bring in the Wes Welkers and the Julian Edelmans and the Danny Amendolas. You know, they had Moss for a minute. It was like, no, got to go. They had, you know, what was his name? Branch, Super Bowl MVP the 1 year. Yeah, I gotta go. Lawyer Malloy, same, you know. Boston is known for this. I mean, but at the same time, Boston would say, well, we had the first black player in the NHL. You know, but he was from Canada, so, you know, there's a difference between don't let nobody tell you. There's a difference in the swag of a black Canadian and a black American. Don't let nobody tell you different, all right? But yeah, so let me know how you think. I'm going to get off of here, but before I go, I got some action for you. You ready? NBA tonight. Memphis Grizzlies at the Dallas Mavericks, speaking of Mark Cuban. I'm going with Dallas -5.5 at home. I love Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis. He's kind of doing his thing with Doncic out. You know, Doncic, I think he had a lower leg injury, something like that, lower body injury, foot, ankle, something. But he's out for 6 games. I think he comes back like right around the All-Star game. But yeah, we're going to go with Dallas -5.5 tonight, all right? So there you have it. Don't forget, check out the podcast tomorrow on Anchor, Spotify. You know, I told you all the places you could find it. And you can hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is @fame_Rothstein, FAME_ROTHSTEIN. My Twitter is @FameRothstein, all one word, FAMEROTHSTEIN. My email is famerothstein@yahoo.com, FAMEROTHSTEIN, all right, @yahoo.com. So there you have it. We'll be back tomorrow for with the podcast, and I'll holler at you then. But until then, everybody be safe, send some positive energy to the troops, and we'll catch up tomorrow. Be safe. Peace.